Round
two with the tale untold this Saturday. One of you is wearing pajamas.
It's this one. I brought it up. I was like, "Are we wearing pajamas?" And then I thought it was a no, but it was a yes.
I was home. I was comfy. I got out of bed and put more pajamas on, and I stayed that way.
Do you guys wear pajamas?
No, I don't wear pajamas.
We're gym shorts sometimes.
You wear gym shorts?
Yeah.
The amount of times I've heard, well, what if you sleep naked? Then I'm like, come naked and see what happens. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, that was like the first year that we came up with this idea. We proposed it to Dave and Dave Campbell, and he was like a little weary. He's like, well, I don't know. We might get some people like wearing some risque
lingerie
things.
or something.
Yeah. And I'm like, my dude, it's January in Nebraska.
Yeah.
So unless there's like a miracle and it's 70 degrees, I don't think anyone's, doing a trench coat wearing nothing underneath it.
So does anybody wear anything risky, or like what's the craziest pajama set you've seen?
We've not.
Everyone's been wearing onesies. I think that's one reason that we've kept it in December, January is when it's cold. People aren't wearing like booty shorts and, just boxers or whatever.
Why do I feel like we've dressed the riskiest ever for a tale?
I think you have. Because you guys showing up in
Daisy
crop tops.
Dukes and crop tops.
Yeah.
Yes.
You saw some things.
Well, when we went to Beartooth, that one chick was like in the restaurant we were at in her underwear. And I was like, girl.
That was a look.
Them cheeks were just like all up on that chair. And yeah, she had like underwear and then a belt.
Yeah.
And I was like,
when we played Backwoods
bold.
Fest, there was that one chick that was like running around with her fishnets and her cheeks were just out. And she was like moshing and going all out, just booty everywhere.
Booty everywhere.
A lot of booty.
Good for her.
What do you think might happen if you guys switch it to the summertime? The pajama party.
Oh, there would be underwear. It would be nothing but underwear.
Yeah.
That would be the night that everyone would say, this is the night I feel bold enough to wear my underwear. Even though they've never worn underwear in public before.
I mean, me and him parked in a church parking lot away from waiting room in our get up last time. And we were walking there the whole time like, dude, what the
Why do we do this? Like, we're sitting there chugging beers in the parking lot. I'm like, I can't do this, man.
Here's the beautiful thing is that we provided the crop tops for you. Mm-hmm. You guys chose the booty shorts. You guys chose the Daisy Dukes and the fingernail polish. That was your choice.
Those are my wife's shorts. That's the worst part.
That was something.
She's like, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it right. I was like, what do you mean?
Never seen DT in that kind of get up, but that was special. That was a special night.
It was fun.
And that's exactly it. Just lean into it all the way. Pajama party. We've got the pillows for the mosh pits. And if you're going to do something silly, lean all the way in and just do it.
Just do it.
What would you say the song is that hits the hardest when the pillows need to come out?
Oh, can I guess?
Do
it's got to
it.
be Burn It Down.
Oh.
I would say Battleground.
Or Coffee.
Oh, one of you was
Did
right.
you just see me like mouthing?
Is it Battleground? They're both so dude. Yeah.
It's gonna be Battleground.
Is it?
Yes.
It's gonna be Battleground.
That's my song.
Yeah. So the vision is that we're going to do a wall of death, and then we're going to give them the pillows, and then it'll be a cute little pillow wall of death fight.
How uncute has your mosh pits gotten? Have you ever gotten like really crazy ones?
There's been some fun, really good ones.
People go all in with those pillows.
Yeah.
I mean, I love seeing the videos of it the next night of people just going ham with pillows. And I think one of my favorite clips, though, my dad and my grandpa, my nanu, they're like behind the mosh pit and they're just standing there like watching the pit, like trying to not get hit. People have thrown the pillows on stage. I think you got hit with a pillow.
I got hit with a pillow one time.
I have a genius marketing thing for you guys. You should make Tale Untold Squishmallows for that.
Oh,
that'd be so cute and expensive, but cute.
Well, not if you don't actually make real. Just make like your own Squishmallow
our little fake Squishmallows
for just sell that night at the pajama party.
I do like
I've
this
looked
idea.
into like little plush unicorns.
That would be sweet.
But it is.
Is it expensive?
Again,
We pour.
When people are moshing, does it make you go harder on the drums when you see that? You just go
yeah.
balls to the wall.
I mean, if the crowd's just standing there and if they're not into it, it's hard for us to get into it.
Right.
So, yeah, they feed off our energy, we feed off their energy. But then again, sometimes when I'm back there, I'm just like with my eyes closed, just like jamming out. So
Sometimes when I see Ashley's pictures, I get so jealous because she just
my eyes are always
it's
closed.
so
She's just vibing, dude. Yeah.
the hair is just
Perfect.
and then I see pictures of me and it's like I just get so jealous.
Beautiful.
I'm like,
You're
dang.
badass.
I don't think so. Like, I think I told you last time I saw you guys play, I was like, it's very weird how I had to say it to you because I was like, you're so girly up there, but you're so metal at the same time. It's really like a cool mix. And she's like, thanks. And I'm like, I don't know how to say it, but like it's crazy, dude. I was like blown away when I saw you guys last time.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
We work hard.
I'd say so.
And you guys are kind of like the jack of all trades when you look at the music and what you're doing, and then also you do all of your own merch and marketing. Tell us about this, what you got going on.
Wow. We're like, oh my God.
Loaded question.
Yeah, so basically, I own a silkscreen company, which comes in handy when you're a band that has to make your own merch. Ashley and I both do a lot of the design stuff. So like Ashley did the teal design here, which I think is so bad. That's the cover art for The Craving, which is one of our new singles. And you know, it's so convenient to be able to put that in-house. Ashley also put together the CDs and everything. And then she does all the video editing, puts together some content. I put together content.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've like really stepped up with the video editing and, you know, you're just putting videos out all the time. And it's really cool that you have your silk screening thing because it'll just be like, we're playing a show and she just shows up with like a brand new shirt. Like, I did this. Like, this is one of our new shirts. And we're like, dope.
Hope
and
you
I
like it.
It's cool having a variety too. Like, because you have like your, you know, you have to have your black t-shirts, but you have to have some fun color too that's going to pop out and catch people's attention. So
I'm going to be full of like suggestions this podcast. 'Cause this is another thing I was
Cool.
thinking about.
Please.
So the Tale Untold name is super cool. The artwork's super cool. There's got to be a graphic novel or something. That would be
That's a great
so
idea.
freaking cool.
I've thought about it because like, oh my gosh, when Towers Fall, which I don't know if they're doing anything now, the local band, like they have stories that go with their songs and stuff. And I was thinking it would be really cool to do that. Or Arson City, like if they would have had a comic book or something. I've thought about doing that for us.
You guys
but
got that vibe. You could do it.
That'd be kind of fun.
That would
We'll
be
put that one in the
sweet.
little
yeah.
tank.
I know like
Yeah.
Kohi did it, Bad Omens has done it.
Yeah.
But, like, every time I think of your name, I'm like, man, it sounds like a graphic like novel or something.
I
That'd
feel
be a lot
like
of fun.
animating John and Jack, like that could be fun. Hey, I know,
Yeah.
I know an animator.
Oh,
Yeah, Frosty,
Nathan.
he would look cool animated.
yeah.
Oh gosh. Anyway, yeah, that
Just give
that
him a
would be
sword or
cool.
something. He look that's what he wants.
I feel like Jack would have the sword.
Jack
what
owns
would
the
That's
Cole?
fair.
What would Cole have?
Cole, oh man, I think
He'd have that
he'd have a
stick.
double sting. Oh yeah, the
He'd have
stick
a
that he
stick.
made.
Okay.
Yeah.
bow staff.
Yeah, he's a wild card. I feel like he's one
awesome.
that like he could make his own. Every novel or like every different page, he'd be like, here are my tools, and I will make my own.
That would be
Instead of like
sweet.
band practice, you're writing.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
write
I mean, that's
graphic
what
novel.
music is now. I mean, music comes
Doodling.
second nowadays. Jesus.
Yeah, seriously.
You have to be a cool content creator to then
It's-
music.
When did you
True.
guys all
Exhausting.
realize you have to become content creators to get the music out there?
October of 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely been a situation where we're trying to focus on writing new music for the album. And then I texted her one night because I was kind of freaking out. I was like, we have to practice this new music. We are putting out this music video. I don't remember what music video I was editing. And like, I'm just like freaking out because I don't know what to focus on. Do I focus on the content or do I focus on the music? So I was like, whew, Elise.
What was
we
the
vent
answer?
to each other.
Yeah, we do. What was the answer that time? Do you remember?
I probably got back to the music video because
Yeah.
that there's a deadline on that, and then you just gotta practice the next day extra hard.
Yeah, because like that's the thing is that there's practice, then there's rehearsal, and so you have to practice on your own, especially when you're doing as much as we've been doing. You need to get your own parts down. That way, when we come together for a couple hours on a Tuesday, then everybody can just jam and figure
Yeah.
it out.
So
It
how
is.
often do you guys get together? Is it once a week to practice then?
Once or twice a week. Yeah. Yeah. Every Tuesday period, basically, almost no matter what.
Yeah.
We'll get together.
And then if we have Fridays available, we might get together on a Friday too.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
You can tell bands that don't do that.
Yeah.
You really can tell.
You
You
really
really
can.
can tell. Yeah, if you're not rehearsing together often, it's very obvious on stage.
Just building that
Yeah.
chemistry between the band too.
Yeah.
Because there's certain bands on stage that you can just watch and be like, they don't like each other at all.
Yeah.
You can see it, dude. It's very easy to see.
We all hate each other, but we still rehearse together once a week.
This is the first time Ashley and I have been in the same room. Like, we despise each
We
other.
wanted to do this remotely, but making me have to be next to her.
Exactly. Ugh.
No, I love
she's
it.
all
Your
right.
guys' content's always hilarious. That's what I like about it. Is it's just so like it's
Thank
so
you.
funny, and then but the music's so like serious. So it's like completely
you.
different. I love it. It's awesome. I gotta ask, what was the decision on doing a full album? Because bands don't do this anymore, really.
I know.
But I first of all, I respect the fuck out of it.
Oh,
because
thank you.
bands don't do it.
Right.
So I think me and you talk about it. Me and Spicoli love when bands release albums, and
Yeah.
now it's just single, and you're like, all right, well,
And a lot of bands just say like, well, why would I even put out an album when it's just like people don't even listen to the full albums and the
Right.
singles are just currency, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and that was kind of something that we had been doing, was releasing these singles. And then sometime in 2024, we just had like an embarrassment of songs where it's just like we have a lot of songs that we have in the tank that we want to complete and everything. And then it was one of those decisions that we made where it's like, well, let's just do it. So we hired our PR company and we're like, we're doing this. And since we were giving someone money to like, you know, publicize it, now we have to really do it.
right.
And yeah, we got it out on the date that we wanted to get it out on. And, you know, there was a time there where I think we were all freaking out, about 2 weeks worth of freak out,
Yeah.
maybe a month worth.
There's a lot of freaking out, and then it's okay. Like, we got this. Calm your aura. And then, oh my God, freak out again. Deadlines. Yeah. We got it, though.
What's the feeling of though, because it's music is so personal when you're like making and creating and getting out there, when you finally put it out to the world, what's that feeling like?
It felt really good. It feels so good. And then it's like at the same time, and maybe your feelings are different, but at the same time, it's like, do you like it? You know?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
And
I'm
what was the
so
reaction
proud.
once you got it out?
I think very positive.
Yeah, it's surreal because you're just doing this thing that you hope people will like. And then when people you've never met, especially, come up to you at a show and talk about how much it means to them, I'm like, huh? Like, we're just a bunch of goofballs, like, playing music and vibing. And so it's surreal.
Yeah.
It's neat.
So like one thing that kind of like shook me a little bit, and I don't know if I've shared this with the band yet. So I monitor like the backside of things on our Spotify and such, just to kind of see where our numbers are at and where we need to kind of market a little better. And, you know, I looked yesterday and we had 249,000 streams on Counterculture. And
Jeez.
when I saw that number, I was like, that's not real. So I closed it out and I refreshed it. And I was like, no, that can't be it. And then, yeah, that's what it's
And
been.
when did that release?
When was that? November?
Yeah,
November. Yeah.
That's a ton of streams.
Yeah.
In that
So
amount of time.
We've been very, very blessed in that.
What do you think the secret was to get that many streams so quick?
I think honestly, it's that darn social media. That dang social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to have a full album because I am someone that loves CDs. I have a CD player in my car, and I don't remember who I was listening to, but it was someone talking about CDs, and they were just saying, you know, artists put things on CDs in an order because they want you to experience their art a certain way. And like you just said, they just pick a song that they listen to. They don't listen to the whole thing. So when we print it, like, we put the songs on there a certain way because there's, you know, intros and or preludes or whatever that have to go before a song. And if you just listen to a prelude by itself,
It's weird.
it is weird
Yeah.
because it goes into a completely different artist if you're on Spotify or whatever. So I am glad that we have a full album, and I think it will help people take us more serious, like labels and stuff. They're like, oh shit, they put out a full album in a day and age. You don't have to do that.
That's how I think about it too. Yeah, and I don't really know why I liked full albums better, but I think you just explained it. Is that there's the intros and the outros.
Yeah.
And when you go see a live concert where you hear that intro in the beginning of the show, you know what song's coming up next.
Yes.
Like that. So
Yeah.
I follow you. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
And it's a story too. Like,
Exactly.
it just feels like everything is more complete rather than a single here and a single there. So respect to like putting out an album, and I know how hard it is to do that, and I just respect it so much. So did you guys struggle with finding the right order, or did you guys all come together and like, this song goes here, this song goes here?
I think for the most part, I think we were, I'm like, what was the order there? I think for the most part, it was, we were like, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah, this came easily. I know with the other EPs that we've released before, I was just like lay on my bed, like listening to all the songs over and over again, like in certain orders. Like, I think this would flow better if we swap these two, or, you know.
Yeah. And I feel like that was definitely more, you do that a lot where it comes to like, okay, what sounds best. So
I get so picky and paranoid, especially with ordering CDs. I just get so nervous.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
I love that you have physical
once I hit
copies of the CD.
purchase, yeah.
like it's a jewel case.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so
when you
cool.
open it, DT, you can open it.
Oh, I looked at it
Did
earlier.
you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
when you open it, and then you can like take it out, and there's like stuff to read on the inside.
It's like old school, man. It's
Yeah.
just like what you need to know right there.
Yeah.
Like it reminds me of the Ranch Bowl days when I look at that. dude.
Yes. Like when I got those in the mail and then I took the cellophane wrap off of it and I was just like, it's so satisfying.
They have cellophane wrap on
Yes.
it too.
They're all individually
You're beyond
wrapped.
Ranch Bowl.
I think
That was high
one-
class for Ranch Bowl.
Oh gosh.
Oh, like that whole little shoomp, and then it's like, ooh, yeah, just take
just
that.
crumples
so,
off.
yeah,
Shoot, Ranch Bowl, the back of the CDs were blue. Because they were like the CD-ROMs that you burned, remember?
my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's just I go back to think about like all these bands that I had on my show in the back in the day, and they would bring their CDs and then they would autograph their autograph
One
their
of
name,
them.
like autograph their names right by their faces, and it felt
Yes.
complete.
yeah, and I think maybe there is a little bit of a nostalgia to it because I know like when we were young, that's what it was, is we had physical CDs.
Yeah.
And then remember, I don't know, I'm sure you guys had the case that you would flip through.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I have one in my car.
We're going to get in
Yeah.
a wreck right now kind of
Yes.
case.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you have it on up in the visor
I was
part?
gonna say the visor. That's
Dude,
where you
I-
put your favorite CDs.
Yep.
Was right up there, and then
That was your like
yeah.
song by Spotify was on the visor.
Yeah,
And
that's
then the back
right.
was the deep cuts. Let's see what we
That's
can find, dude.
In my Mazda, I had a 6 CD changer and I loved that thing
Oh,
so
look
much.
You were like the coolest person in the world then.
So
richest kid
much.
on the block.
Do you remember those? You had to go to the trunk to load the CDs.
See, it didn't
Man.
have that. It was all just in the front already.
Oh, like-
now people want vinyl.
Yeah, people
Which is
want vinyls
weird.
now.
I'm going to be honest. It
crazy.
weirds me out.
Why?
Why?
Because, like, we didn't grow up with vinyls.
Oh yeah, I just
so,
feel
like,
like
this
the
makes sense to
fidelity-
me.
Yeah.
Like, people being like, we got CDs come out. I'm like, dude, that's sweet because that's what we grew up with. People are like, let's put it on vinyl. And I'm like, I wonder how many people get a vinyl and have to YouTube how to do it.
I mean,
my
that's
gosh.
fair.
Everyone.
Do you know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair,
That's why
yeah.
it's weird to me. 'Cause it's like,
see-
what do you know about it? Do you want a rotary phone too? Like, I mean, like, why?
I do
want it
want
all.
one actually, yeah. But I feel like the fidelity of a vinyl, like it gives that warmth of that like analog kind of sound.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna get like signed to a deal, and they're gonna be like, "How about cassettes?"
How about let's do some 8 tracks?
Jake wanted,
back.
Jake wanted 8 tracks. He like commented on one of our
that's right,
posts about,
yeah.
I'm like, come on, man.
About get some 8 tracks. I'm like, I feel like I have to explain that to half the band what an 8 track is.
You don't know how
You
to
It'd
do
be like,
vinyl.
it would be cool to like do a VHS music video sell, like get VHSs with just the music videos on it and sell it at your merch table.
Well, it'll
Interesting.
unironically have that like line that goes through that like that
Yeah.
static line.
Okay,
Yeah.
we need that VHS so when you get video of doing Battleground at the pajama party with the pillow fight, that would be dope.
That would be really
Dang.
sick. That'd be really sick. Maybe okay, so we're working on another album.
Oh.
So maybe we should do like a 90s nostalgia album where everything is like out on cassettes and VHS and like it
That could be
has
fun.
That'd be really
But then
fun.
have like the digital download card in there, so
Yeah, of
people
course.
can download
Oh
it.
my
Of
gosh.
course.
But just to have it, that would
Yeah.
be sweet.
Yeah. All right. Let's put that one in our little idea box.
Strategy.
I like it.
Strategery. Yeah. And
So who else is playing at the show? For those who don't know,
We're starting things off with Escaping the Eclipse. Excited. I've never seen them play, so they're good dudes. They're super.
Didn't we
Stoked.
play their music when we were doing that music review? Didn't we? Yeah.
yes, you did.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
pretty
you
good.
did. Yeah.
Blaine, their drummer, he was the drummer and public figure for a while. So,
Oh,
okay.
A little connection there. And then Neo Soul is second. We've been wanting to play with them. Maeve is great. They're all good people. And then Stories Through Storms. They're kind of from all over the place, but their lead singer's from Kansas City. So they're coming in. We just did a little tour with them. Was that November? No, that was Ice Wrist.
That was
October.
that.
October, I think.
Somewhere in there. Yeah.
In the
They all
fall.
blend together.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah. In the fall, we did a little run with Stories Through Storms. They're good guys. So we were talking to them about our pajama party, and they were like, that sounds so fun and crazy. Like, let us know when you do it. So they're down to come, and then us.
It's a stacked lineup. Who's going to go hardest?
Well, I mean, us.
Talent
of
Told,
course.
dude.
Yeah.
What are you doing over
Shoot.
here?
Yeah.
Just want to confirm.
I hope.
I think
Any
everyone's-
metal band that uses unicorns is gonna go the hardest. Let's
Thank
be
you.
honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
That's
No.
the measurement right there. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great night. All the bands are so talented. I love how excited everyone is, and seeing metal bands all wear pajamas is always a little treat.
Yeah. I love going around town with flyers and like going into tattoo shops and stuff. Like, can I put a flyer up? And they're like, yeah, what's the show? It's a metal pajama party. And they see the unicorn and they're like, no way, that sounds f***ing sick. Like, I want to go.
Dude, Ashley is a saleswoman.
I know, dude. She's hustler.
At
Yeah.
Slowdown, Joshua Lane. He
It's-
was so Joshua Lane, like she knew the name. He comments that like he's a huge fan of all these bands from Omaha, and he was talking to me, and I don't think Ashley knew who he was, but I was like, oh yeah, she's our Talent Told. He's like, oh, I know who she is.
Oh,
And
okay, yeah.
immediately Ashley's
Josh
like,
and
do you have your
Ariel.
tickets for Pajama Party yet? And his wife's
It's just-
standing right next to him. He doesn't even ask her. He's like, nope. And just starts pulling out money, dude.
Yeah, because you had tickets
Yes,
on your person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, they're only $10 tickets. Like, times are tough. I love it when concerts are $10 because then you don't feel like you're breaking the bank to go.
Yeah, right.
Then
Yeah.
you can justify a T-shirt at the end of the show. So,
And that was one discussion we had was, well, what are we going to charge? And Ashley and I both immediately was like, well, it's been a very tough couple of years for
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Yep.
So that's why, I mean, I think the number 15 to 20 was thrown at us, and we're like, let's do 10. Like, let's just keep it at 10 this year. We'll see how it goes next year. But
Yeah.
we just wanted to let people have a good time on a budget. And like Ashley said, hopefully they'll buy a T-shirt from the bands and support in that way too.
Yeah, everybody can swing $10. You go in there,
Yeah.
$10, 2 people, $20. You support the band. You get you get a T-shirt or two and have a beer, and that's a solid night. Yeah.
We did pajama party packs. So we did you could get a crew neck and sweatpants with a tote and a koozie and a sticker and then a ticket. Or we did like a T-shirt and that, all of the other stuff. So we did that. People leaned into that. They really
it
liked
was
that
fun.
idea. So.
It has
Great
the
idea.
little unicorn there, and then on the sweatpants it has the metal logo like down the side.
Which one do you think will sell out first?
Probably the metal pajama, the
Yeah.
anchor one. That one always, when we've done that one in the past, they've done really well. It's a commemorative T-shirt.
It is.
Yeah.
You're never going to we aren't going to have this available again.
This
One
unicorn
night, one night
Yeah.
only. And
Yep.
how much would that one cost?
One for 25. Are we doing the deal? Or do we do the deal?
Dang, you guys
We
do
should-
shirts
we
for
should probably do the
$25?
deal.
That's amazing.
Well,
that's
here's
good.
the thing: is we normally do one for 25, two for 40.
Oh wow.
So again, I own
Girl math.
Girl math, exactly.
math.
You can basically.
I mean, at a
t-shirt
concert, that's
yeah,
everybody
$10.
math, dude.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then what a lot of people don't talk about, what do you do when you make the money after the show? You make the money from the merch. What does that go towards?
Oh, that fuels us. That fuels the band. We
Yeah.
don't pay ourselves individually. We cover the costs, but otherwise, it just fuels us for future endeavors and future projects.
We've
Yeah,
got
you
a
reinvest
2-week
back into the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yep.
have a 2-week run that we're working on in April. So anything we make at the pajama party is gonna go towards that.
Yep.
When do you guys feel like you've officially made it as a band? Or have you already hit that? Does it feel real? Like this is...
I don't know. I feel like it's every time we hit a goal, it's like, great, next. And I don't know. I feel like that's an okay thing. I don't think that's a toxic thing. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah,
But
you gotta
it's-
keep moving.
Got to keep moving.
I would say they've hit it. Not that we're like a huge deal, but you guys for sure were the most
you.
highly requested band to come on.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that's-
Every
that's
time we were like,
nice.
who should we bring on? There was just tons of Talent Told.
Aw,
And that's before we
love
knew who you
that.
guys were. And I was just like, who's the Talent Told? And I went and listened to it, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Aw.
But yeah, I mean,
Rip.
everybody requested you guys to
That
come on.
thanks
So
everyone.
I would
That's
say
so
you guys
nice.
already have the clout for sure.
Well,
it's
that-
there.
I appreciate that. I think just for us, I think because we stay in our own bubble, and I think like one of my biggest fears is that we were going to release an album and then everything was going to fall apart, and it hasn't. So
Still here.
It's still here.
We're still here.
People are still coming to
going.
your shows.
Exactly.
You're still streaming.
So I guess we're just gonna keep going. And I mean, I think making it as a band, I think would be being able to live off of this, like being able for this to be the job, and this is what we do, and this is our career.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Let's sell out this pajama party
Let's
and then
work on
also
this.
take the pajama party tour. Like we need to
Ooh,
make
yeah,
the
we
pajama
wanna do that
party.
so
Oh, a
bad.
pajama party
Sweet.
tour?
That would be
wanna do
so
that.
fun.
Okay, yes.
wanna do
Where
that.
every night, each city
Yes.
Pajama party.
We're gonna have to invest in so many pillows.
I was gonna say, I don't know if we could afford the amount of pillows we need to say. Well, we
5
could do
per show.
5 per show. Yeah. Well, maybe 10. I don't know. 5 seems.
Depends on how many people are there.
Are you guys like us? Like after a concert, you just need like a social break for a day or two.
Yeah.
Just like, dude, just leave me alone.
Yes.
Like overstimulated?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
For
That's
sure.
normal then.
I think even during shows, so like when I was younger and I would always go to shows, I would be like, why don't the members of the touring bands like come out and talk to people before they play? Like that makes me so mad. But now when we play, I think I understand more why bands kind of hide on
It's
their
a
tour
lot.
bus or they hide in the green room because it can be overstimulating and you kind of just, maybe it's an anxious thing, but you kind of just want to like sit there in like your zen space and you just kind of want to get ready to play and focus on that. But then John is like out
he's our little
moshing and
social
mingling, so he
Oh,
can do all the
feisty?
mingling. No,
John
Frost.
Feisty?
Frost.
Oh, you meant
Our-
feisty.
Our John.
Him too,
Yeah.
though.
He's always starting
Yeah.
mosh pits, dude.
Yeah.
Even if you don't need one.
Anytime I see John Feist in the crowd, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
We're getting a mosh
He's
pit.
good dude.
Yeah.
Good
It's
stuff.
moshing
By the
season.
way, shout out to him for playing drums for you guys that
Yeah.
one show. He killed
So,
it.
yeah.
I think he did. I mean,
Yeah,
to me, he did.
He did.
I was so bummed that I had to miss that show. I mean, I went out of town to see Pink, and she was on my bucket list, so that was dope. But
I just realized this is the first time I'm ever going to see Ashley drum.
Oh, okay.
you,
I didn't see last time because
That's
John was
right.
there.
were you at the metal barbecue?
No, they had to leave.
We
'cause
had to dip
We
early.
went on at
That's
effing
right.
midnight, so they had
That's
to-
right.
We're old.
Yeah, so I've never seen you
that
drum.
was bad
I just
for
thought about
me.
that.
Oh,
I was
shit.
like,
This
this,
is
is
cool
so
for
late.
me.
I want to be in bed.
So they're doing like Red Bull in the back. Like, oh my gosh.
I'm like, I need to wake up.
Something.
I feel like that's. I feel like, especially in the Omaha scene, it used to be kind of like very competitive. I don't think it's as competitive.
Well,
There's
that's why
not-
we started the Good Life Records
Yeah.
thing too. Yeah, that was a big point of it.
Yeah,
Right.
like
Collaborate.
there's
Yes.
there's not like any backstabbiness, and there's not like
There
No.
shouldn't be
drama. You know, it's like, oh, our
Well, and if there
Same
is, you're not
night.
playing cool shows anymore.
Yeah.
It sounds
Oh,
like so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't we all here to just build each other up
Yeah,
and make
exactly.
our scene amazing? Because it used to be amazing, and then, COVID happened, and I think we're maybe still kind of working back.
It
Yeah.
feels a lot better right now than it used to be.
Yeah.
I will say that.
there is a calm and an excitement and a joy that I feel like is coming, and like I feel that anticipation. Like,
It's cool to see bands from Omaha selling out shows by themselves.
Yeah,
That's what I'll say. It's very cool to see that.
Yeah.
It feels like the early 2000s again.
the fact that I had to explain what getting Omaha'd was to someone, I feel like that's kind of losing. Like we aren't.
Yeah, I think it's still there.
Is it, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a couple artists
It
get
is.
Omaha.
It is so scary. I never want to get Omaha'd.
I was, dude, like when you last time you guys played, and again, sucks Ashley wasn't there, but when you started playing Burn It Down, that was the whole reason I came for that one song. So
Nice.
once it started playing, I was like, oh my God. I remember Sean from Alieska was next door at Reverb, and I was like, if you come over, we just got to watch Burn It Down, because we were running back and forth, and we both watched it, and I can't remember who we were with, and he was like, dude, this is nuts. And I was like, right? Like,
I
so,
love that song. That's a fun song.
It is a
is.
fun song.
Is that your favorite song of ours?
It's probably my most played song.
Ooh.
I do like Coffee Reimagined.
That is,
really
yeah, that's a good
Yes.
one. I like Coffee
I like
Reimagined.
Battleground.
We had coffee mugs back in the day
Oh,
for
and then-
that song. Mhm.
Dream is super dope.
Oh, thank you. That's one that I was super nervous about. So like I was down in my basement recording like a demo version of it, and I sent it to the band, and Ashley goes, "Wow, that's so different." And I was like,
Is that a good
Did you just
difference?
tell me I have a nice personality? Is that what just happened?
exactly. Did you just swipe left? Like, I don't understand what happened. But yeah, so then I was just kind of it was one of those things where I was like, oh, is it bad? I was very timid about it, and then it just kind of turned into, I think, one of my favorite songs. And
We have so many different types of metal songs. So it's, I don't know,
It's
it's
just like your
really
merch.
cool.
Yeah, you guys are just like all over the place.
Yeah.
That's why I think once you get into what the Tale Untold is, it's a different thing. Like if you just were to listen to Burn It Down, you'd be like, oh, it's too heavy for me. But then like when you get into the whole thing, it's like
Yeah.
it's like, it's a tale. It's like a brand. It's the best way I can say it.
That's
thank
cool.
you.
Like
Yeah.
when we got a sneak peek of this when we were Beartooth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least showed us the album cover, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that fits exactly what I would think you guys are. That's
pretty
super
sweet.
cool.
Yeah.
It's like a neon pop version of Bad Omens or something. I don't know how to explain
yeah,
it.
thank you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's
How would
She-
you explain?
I think a neon pop version of Bad Omens.
Yeah, like when I got that hoodie with the emblems on the side, that's what I told my wife. I was like, it reminds me of like. That's how I said it, and she's like, yeah, I can see that. So.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Do you guys feel like you're different but almost similar in a sense where you like when you just start talking, like the ideas just kind of flow better together?
Yeah, and whenever we pitch ideas to each other, I mean, we don't shoot each other down.
Yeah.
We just like, I feel like all of your ideas are pretty solid. So I don't know. We all just work well together.
Yeah. It's never, and like, I think like that was so important for all of us as creatives is to have a space where it's like, just say the idea.
Yeah.
We won't, unless it's really bad, we won't roast you over it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, we will.
we will. If it's really bad, you'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah, you will not hear the.
But if it's pretty, productive, then yeah. And I mean, not every idea comes to fruition.
Right.
Not every idea is gold, but if you create an environment where it's like, I can't be creative, then you're not going to get the best outcome.
Yeah.
Right.
If we don't throw ideas around to each other, then we
Why are
wouldn't
you
have
in the
had the
band?
pajama party.
Right.
So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You guys also look like, as individuals, so like different, like on stage together, like Jack Cole and John, you and Ashley, like. It's wild, but like when you guys start jamming together, like it's almost like, do you guys practice like synchronized headbanging and stuff?
No,
Not really, or they just do it?
We just
yeah, they just kind of do it.
we just kind of do it. Yeah.
Because I see Jack, and I think is it Jack and John that do it mainly, or Jack and Cole? But one of the duos, they start going together, and I'm like, they practicing crab core, or they just pull this off, man? Because they do a really good job at it.
They just vibe with each other on stage. I don't remember what band. It was at West Fair, and one of the bands, it was one of the bigger bands. They were like, John and Jack are like the pillars because they're on either side of the stage, and they just like complement each other well from either side of the stage.
Was that Mudvayne that said that? Might have been Mudvayne.
They said that about you guys?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think it was Mud.
I don't
know.
remember.
Maybe Static X. I'm not sure.
I mean, either way, that's
It's
cool.
great.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
You know you made it win.
Yeah.
well, that was the moment. There's your
that was
answer.
When I looked over to the side stage and saw Mudvayne standing there, I was like, whew, okay.
I just tried to show my wife.
Okay.
Mudvayne.
Yeah.
LD50. She wasn't
Mudvayne is
into
one
it.
of my
Oh.
favorites. Like, Chad held a door open for me at that show, and I was like, have a good set. Like,
What's your favorite
Thank
Mudvayne
you.
song? I'm curious.
Falling.
Yeah.
Falling.
It's
Mine's
just,
Cradle. Have we asked them? I don't know if we asked you last time. What's like? Who all have you guys opened for, and like, what's been your favorite? I didn't know you opened for Mushroom Head or Mudvayne.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
The Mudvayne one was with Rob Zombie, and I don't even remember who all was on. That was
Static X.
Did you meet Rob?
No, they cleared the backstage of
Yeah.
everybody.
Really?
Gone.
Yeah.
Everybody. We
That
had it.
sucks.
That was the day they actually. Okay, it was so hot, and anyway, it was so hot. It was like 106 degrees that they actually gave the opening bands a trailer.
Oh.
Oh,
And
wow.
Okay.
That's how hot
At
it was.
West?
Yeah, at
Yeah.
West Fair.
Okay.
And they don't do
I was like, we're allowed
that.
to
So we
say it?
shared
Yeah.
one with Through Fire.
Yeah. And yeah, but the second that Rob Zombie was ready to go, trailers cleared, backstage clear. Get out of here.
It was kind of the same in this moment because that was also at West Fair. I'm surprised they didn't make people clear out more,
So you
but
didn't meet Maria Brink?
no.
Yeah, be
I'd
like
been
that.
mad.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There was From Ashes to New. They were on that show. Motionless in White.
Ashes to New is dope.
They really are.
Mike
yeah.
Russo, the guy that drummed for Letdown, he's their guitar tech. I didn't know that.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Yeah.
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 We
Small.
recently did Black Veil Brides, and that was just
How
a
was that?
solid show. Like
That was
we
so
played
fun.
so well together.
We did.
But we didn't get to meet anyone. from
The
Black
crowd
Veil
looked good.
Brides.
I remember it down in
It
Lincoln,
was a
right?
great crowd. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
We gained a lot of listeners from that show, and they were
Yeah.
all so cool. Like
Black Dahlia.
that one was great.
Oh, that's
was
sweet. I
cool.
didn't know that.
Black
Yeah.
That
Dahlia
one was
Murder.
with when Trevor was still with
Yeah.
the band, and got to meet him. He was a delight. He was so supportive. Then he followed me on Instagram. I felt really cool. And rest in peace, Trevor. He was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. it is.
Are you about to say Devil Wears Prada?
Yeah,
we opened
Because my
Devil
next
Wears
suggestion
Prada.
was going to be, I think his name's Mikey. You needed to team up with him and get a feature from Mikey.
That was
Yeah,
like
that would be
probably our
amazing.
first time like opening for a bigger band. It was
Yeah.
at the waiting room, and I just remember the feeling I got when you messaged me that we got the show offer, and I'm like, my heart started beating so fast.
Yeah.
So
You know you made a
Kill
win.
Alive.
That
It
was our
so
first
cool.
one.
But
That's
then we
awesome.
played
That was
with
your first
some-
national?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like our first big band that we
Uh-huh.
got to play with. Was
That's
Black.
a pretty big
Yeah.
first one,
with
dude.
Devil Wears
Yeah.
Prada.
But-
And then Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just like Mushroom Head, like we said, Head PE. Have you guys heard of Texas Hippie Coalition?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
we played
Oh,
some
man.
like a variety of shows.
Yeah.
But that's the cool thing with our music is that we can change up our set list to have like a really heavy set, or we can have something if it's more of a singing crowd, like the Texas Hippie Coalition show.
We should bring
Yeah.
we should bring Dropout Kings and have Taylor
We
play
opened
the
for
trombone.
them.
Yep, we
they're
played with
super
them.
cool.
Who else
Yeah.
were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say that the Devil Wears Prada actually kind of got us in for Black Dahlia murder. And I remember Johnny, got a hold of me and he's like, all right, you guys are going to be direct support for Black Dahlia. And I was like, great, awesome. So we're going first. And he goes, no, you're direct support. I was like, awesome. So like,
Whoa.
we're going second for him. Like, and and he's like, Elise, you guys are playing right before the Black Dahlia murder. And that's when I was just like, you know, in the movies when they go,
Yeah, that's
That was
it's
that
quite a bit
moment for
different when
me.
you get the word direct support.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
that's-
oh, okay.
That's like your name up on the marquee sort of thing.
I feel like
Yeah.
you've given us like 20 examples of when you made it as a band, and you're still like, I don't know, I haven't done it yet.
We still got goals.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There's
but
still a lot we're working on.
you've done
so.
some really cool stuff.
We have, and we are very grateful and very, very excited for as much as we were able to do so far. And I think it's important. I don't think I personally do this enough, where it's like I can take a step back and be like, how excited would 8-year-old Elise be right now? And I think that's important to do. And I don't, I feel like I need to do that more often.
I think we talk about that a lot too. We never stop to smell the roses. We just keep going. We keep grinding.
Yeah.
And I think that's how you have to be almost.
Yeah.
And after it's over, then you look back and go, oh yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
if you stop and smell the roses too much, then you're not going to get where you want to go.
exactly. Exactly.
Grateful for what you've accomplished, but there's always the
Yep.
next project, the next big thing.
Yep.
Exactly.
And stay focused on that. That's how you grow.
That strike when the iron hot thing is a real thing.
Yeah.
If you stop,
Yep.
it
It
can go away
stops.
real fast. That window closes real. I
Yeah.
tell a lot of people that. Like
Is-
the window's open. Like,
Yeah, you have to get it while it's hot. Is there any band that follows you on Instagram that you're in awe of?
Okay, I try not to pay attention to it.
Oh come on.
Oh gosh, Fallen Angel follows us, which was pretty sick. Angela, who was the original Arch Enemy vocalist, she followed us. I don't know if she still does. That one was pretty cool when she started following there.
I'm
And
the opposite. I fangirl every time we get someone cool that follows.
He'll like screenshot me. He'll be like,
I'm like, dude, look who I'm talking to right on Instagram.
Frankie Palmieri like commented. He's
Ooh,
the lead.
that's
He's
cool.
the lead singer of Amir.
Oh,
and
yeah.
When we first started, we did an Amir cover. So
Which
Oh,
one?
okay.
commented.
yeah,
on
he
one of the songs.
he was impressed. He showed some love. That felt nice.
Yeah.
Amir's got some crazy lyrics. I love
Amir,
him.
yeah,
Yeah.
those guys are ahead.
I don't like heavy music. I like Amir.
Amir, yeah.
What is the song? I
About
thought
as
you
heavy as it
heavy,
gets, dude.
something.
I-
Telly turned me into Casper.
Yeah, I thought you
It's-
meant Tully and turned me into Casper.
That one.
Yeah, we did that. We covered that one. And then some guy, who was Orion Reacts, I think, when he reviewed one of our songs, he goes, "A female Amir," and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah. That was
okay.
dope.
take that."
Yeah.
I think Frankie Palmieri is very talented. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just get into the PJ party.
Yeah.
Saturday, January 18th. This Saturday.
This
Saturday.
Saturday. It's going down. What are your favorite pajamas that you want everyone to wear? What's your favorite? What do you want to see?
I like magical pajamas.
Magical.
I like the princess pajamas. I like to wear princess pajamas to bed. I'm kidding. Kind of. I just like
Kind of.
I like to see the personalities. Like, what's your personality?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you gonna wear?
I think it's a lot of fun when people show up in like the pajamas, but then they also have a robe and fuzzy slippers on. They just
Yes.
really lean into it. Plus, it's January, it's cold. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna need that extra layer, so maybe everyone go buy a robe.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think you're gonna be able to go. But what would you? wear
Hugh
if
Hefner
you were-
robe. That's what I'm wearing.
I knew it. The
Naturally.
Yep.
smoking robe.
Yep.
Smoking
Put
robe.
on the smoking robe.
Yep. What are you wearing, DT?
I'm not saying it because last time we said it, I had to wear it, and I don't know if I'm able to pull it off this time.
Oh yeah. Well.
I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
I might just show up and
Yep.
my
Skivvies.
Deftones look here.
We got some history with the tale untold. First is a crop top, and the next time it's like your little skivvy was your little whitey tighties. Just
Dude,
do
don't
what you
say
gotta
that.
do.
Dude,
Whatever
I'm
you
not
gotta
showing
do.
up in whitey tighties.
I'm excited for you.
God.
It'll be a look.
Regardless.
You should come up
we
and throw
do
the
have some Good Life podcast red tighties.
I mean,
Did you hear
there
about
you
this?
go.
yes.
No.
Get Michael Papano.
We have. You know who Michael Papano is?
I know. I
Yeah.
when I found out you don't say Pepino, I was like,
Yeah.
aw.
You know who that is?
Yeah. Yeah.
That big dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had our merch lady, who is now Elise, by the way, is our new merch person.
Thank you.
Our previous one made some underwear with me and Spicoli's faces all over it.
Nice.
Like, all over it. And they were, like, tight. And he wore them on stage at our 1 year bash. Maybe, if he's
Heck
listening
yeah.
to this, we expect to see those at the pajama party. You can go on stage and throw out
Epic.
bellows.
There we go. I love this idea.
I'll say it. I'm
Yep.
going to try to wear a onesie. It might be a special one.
Yeah, but hey, you should come out and be the one to throw some pillows out.
I'll do it. I'll
Yeah.
come up there and throw some pillows.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I'll like stage dive with a pillow and see if I don't kill myself,
All right.
so I can land on
That's
the
a
pillow.
choice.
Careful.
Just be careful.
I think
you only
we
live
might
once.
have the rail up, so we just
You're gonna have a rail up.
yeah, just be careful.
That's
Yeah.
another point of when your band makes it. When you put a rail.
Yeah, you got a rail, bro.
Why do you have the rail up? That's a good question.
Well, there's a lot of stuff happening on the front of the stage.
People set drinks on the stage.
yeah, and it's
It'll
just,
prevent that.
Yeah, and there's just, I mean, we're just too high energy, and I've already stepped on John's quad cortex.
Yeah.
At the front of the stage, so it's like, okay, we need to keep the stage front clear.
Yeah, we don't want drinks getting to that either.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive to be in something that doesn't pay very well.
you almost took out. I think it was Sean's pedal board.
That was a
At
close
one
call.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
We had a couple drinks in our 1 year
Yeah.
bash. We had a couple.
Oh,
This
there-
is beautiful.
Taking out a load.
We brought the whole crowd on stage with us, or as many as we could fit on stage.
At Maloney's, yeah.
That's a small stage too, so
Yeah,
That's a
Chamber
fun
Big.
venue.
That is a fun
It
venue.
is fun.
They care. I love venues that care.
Yeah, Chris is a good dude.
Yeah, he is.
It's fun doing new venues though too. We just did Slow Down for the first
Yeah,
time.
Slow Down
They are
was a lot of
awesome
fun.
to
They
work
are
with.
awesome.
Obviously,
we'll have to
1%
do
is
something with Slow Down, like coming up soon. Easter eggs. Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
Cool.
Good luck.
For now, we'll see everyone Saturday.
Saturday.
January
Stoned.
18th.
Thank you guys for doing this again.
Yeah,
Thanks
you.
for
Love
having
talking
us
to you
on
guys.
again.
You guys are welcome back anytime.
Well, we love that. And you guys are welcome anytime.
As well.
Well,
As
I'll
well.
see you
Yeah,
Saturday.
absolutely.
Crop
Let's
tops
go.
and everything.
Too cold for the crop
Well,
tops.
it's gonna be a.
Or do I wear it underneath the onesie?
yeah, you have to.
Or
yeah.
over
And then I
the
take the
onesie.
onesie off and come throw the pillows out in the crop top.
There you go.
Damn it! What am I doing?
So
to
many
myself?
options, man.
We'll see. We don't know
I
what's
love
gonna happen yet. Something fun's gonna happen. Saturday, January.
Yay.